Hey guys, I'm back with some more based VIM tools. No, not that VIM. Not that VIM either. VIM tools. These are their stubby crowsfoot wrenches. They're pretty cool. They have a spring-loaded mechanism. The way these work is the harder you push on them, the tighter they grip. Ow! Anyway, this is not a new design. We actually had wrenches like this back in the 80s. This one's called a SpeedWrench. Basically, it combines an adjustable wrench, a pipe wrench, and a pair of pliers all into one. These are like a cheat code for rounded off bolts or rusted hydraulic fittings. VIM kicked it up a notch by making these stubby and putting a square drive onto them. This way you can put a ratchet or a breaker bar on it for more leverage. To demonstrate how these work on rounded off bolts, I have this bolt here, and then I'll put a piece of pipe on it to act as a spacer, and then we'll tighten this down. Now the pipe is going to compress when I tighten it. I don't care. I just want to have some room in between the bolt and the nut. And then we'll take this to the grinder and round it off. Actually, the vibrations from the grinder are going to cause the bolt to slightly loosen, which invalidates the experiment. Guys, this isn't a scientific experiment. It's just a demo of how the wrench grips a rounded bolt. Yeah, that's pretty much completely rounded off. Let's see if the VIM wrench can remove it. Actually, that was really easy. It wasn't on there that tight, but you get the idea. Once you start putting pressure on it, the teeth start to dig in and it grips tighter. These are going to be a lifesaver for working on rusty brake line fittings. I use the old school speed wrenches for that, but a lot of times the wrench is too big and you can't get it to fit in there. With these crow's foots, when you put a stendo on it, you can get it into some really tight spaces. VIM created something special when they added that bonus hole on the end. I think if we add these to the Pliers tier list, we're going to have to create a new tier. This transcends all of the Chad tiers. It's like it's on a whole different wavelength of thinking. I'm going to call this one Autist tier. It's the new top tier. As far as the quality on these, they're made in Taiwan and are pretty well made. On the back sides they have laser-etched markings showing you the minimum and maximum sizes the wrench will work on, in both normal and metric. The half-inch and quarter-inch versions don't have any side-to-side play in the jaws at all. The 3/8 one, though, there is a little bit of play there. So far the 3/8 one is the only one that I've used, so I'm not sure if it loosened up a bit with use, or if it's been like that the whole time. The old school 80s ones that I have a lot more play in them, so it might not be a big deal. They give you this foam insert to store them in. It's nice, but it's really big. I don't have the room to dedicate a spot for that in my toolbox. These take up less than a quarter of the space if you just set them out. So even though the foam is nice, it's probably going to end up in the trash at some point. So far I've used the 3/8 one to change out some power steering lines. There was no way to get vice grips or the old school speed wrench in there, and the regular crow's foot wrench wouldn't work because the fitting was rounded off. I'm anxious to try out the little guy on brake lines. I bet it will work great for that with the extension. These are a little bit pricey from VIM's website. I picked up mine off of eBay for a little over 60 bucks. That seems to be the best place to get them. I noticed there's a bunch of knockoff versions on Amazon. Well, there's Michael Pro again. No idea on the quality of these. Top still makes the original design in Japan, so if you want full-size handles, that's what I would get. I've been pretty impressed with VIM's tools lately. They seem to have a lot of unusual tools for special circumstances. I've got a couple more of their tools here to review, so stay tuned for future videos. Thanks everyone for watching. See you later. Bye.